I was scrolling through Twitter one day and I saw people yapping. I'm like, what are these guys yapping about? Usually the Siege community does yap, but then I came across like these Z-pings of like how Z-pings are, they just got left behind basically. You know, they got changed and then everyone just kind of forgot about them, and then, but there's extremely strong. However, everyone kind of just like made it the new norm. I think it's important that we at least address it so that way people are aware. So what is a Z-ping? Are you talking about Gen Z? No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a hidden ping that only you and your team can see that doesn't notify the enemy team. So it's basically like free information on your side, which is very, very strong in a game like Siege where information is everywhere. But some changes that some people wanted to do was like, okay, if we were to Z-ping, how would we fix Z-ping? Should we remove it from the game completely, or should we keep it in the game? Now, some ideas people had was, we'll just remove it off drones. So like this thing right here. I ping with Y. Don't ask why, but it is Y. I think it's my edit button in Fortnite, so I just always had muscle memory. But the enemy can't see that ping, which is very, very strong. Now imagine I'm on a camera, right? Imagine I'm on a camera and I see a defender sitting in this corner right here and he has no idea. We have the most blatant information on him, but the enemy team doesn't. So if you ever have a hidden drone somewhere, like if I had one under this couch, Legion would be spotted 24/7. But then people would be like, oh, Z-pings are just a strong form of communication in general and they shouldn't be taken away. Well, it's still very, very strong because you could be across the map and then you can give it makes communication a lot easier, and it can be very, very one-sided. So there's obviously pros to it, but there's a lot of cons to it. That's why a lot of people have been it is very strong, but it's also about how it basically makes red ping useless. I wanted to say useless for red pinging. The only thing about red pinging is that it turns information that you have into like brand new information. So like, let's say like, hey, there's a guy standing on this ping and you red ping him, and instead of being the wall bang or capitalize on that, then the opponent just immediately moves. That's why we always say do not red ping on cameras anymore, because it just, you know, it makes communication, it makes it more verbal communication. Red ping just, it just takes all that away. The game was defender sided, so anyways, I think Z-pings are good.
5 seconds and counting.
But it favors both sides though, Z-ping, for attackers and defenders. But if you want to make the game less defender sided, I think Z-ping is like, it's an external factor. The game is defender sided because, well, there's so many like setups in the game now, like traps and shit, as well as utility that they have to fight through. I mean, how defenders have 1.5 scopes. Attackers naturally are always going to be fighting against the time too, but we'll talk about that in another video. So imagine like we're in sight right here, right? And there's a drone mysteriously on that ground right there. I would have absolutely no idea that they know I'm here. But they could hop in and they could Ace could pre-fire me on the breach right now if you wanted to. This is where like we're an even ground 3v3. A Z-ping could be game changing right here. Like for example, let's say attack had like a shaker Z, yeah, like a drone's going in right now. I got it. Dead.
Nice, that's that. Okay, last one's breach. One's injured. It's a 2v1.
I'm holding a passive angle. I can't move it.
Yep.
He's inside. Nice.
Nice.
Good 3K.
Look at that. Oh yeah, you see any kill cams? I think.
Not to out or anything.
You see like.
But you sound familiar.
Oh. Yeah, I think it's just the mic. I have like a Schreiber mic. Everyone has like a Blue Yeti. I have like 3 viewers, but I hope maybe one day.
Yeah, yes, he is.
I mean, if you are, you don't have to disclose it.
Anyways, back to the video. But you guys can see in that kill cam, like they had Z-pings. They had Z-pings that 2 of my teammates were down and he was trying to ping the guy behind the mini bar. I had no idea that they know he was down. So like, also in high ranks, like when you're like, I think everybody here, like type of 1 in that chat if you've been manhunted like by 4 people on a roam. Like you're roaming, you're chilling, right? And then you just get wallbang from this window, and get hit shot from behind. Like you just get manhandled. It's because, and then you see in the kill cam, you had like a Z ping on you like this, and the kill cam just looks like that. You had no idea. Now you could be like, oh, that's just good communication, but when you have an active ping like this, it's just you can just pre-fire because the time to kill in this game is so small. But now people will be like, oh, but you shouldn't favor good gunplay now. Like you shouldn't favor, or you shouldn't nerf good communication. Think about it like recoil in this game, right? If you're controlling recoil really good in this game, then why would you nerf it? Because that takes skill to do, right? And it takes skill to make good communication. So would you remove the Z ping? That's the thing though. Yeah, stuff. But now we have like in other games though, we have like Fortnite. I think Fortnite has like a ping, right? But it's not as like strong because it's like already in the game. Cheater. So I think in person would be okay. I think we should keep Z ping, or maybe even make it last maybe like 4 seconds. But I think in person's okay. For like, you know, ping observation, because that's an actual mechanic in the game. But like Z ping on drones, I feel like would be very strong. I don't remember when they were added, but they were added like turn off Z ping 30 seconds to the round. That sounds too custom. You know what I mean? It sounds too situational like that, because remember, like this, Ubisoft always wants to balance the game like in a casual and comp. $200 earbuds. That's like pocket change, you know? I'm joking. In general, what I would do to fix the Z ping, keep it in person, remove it off drones and cameras, any kind of observation. The thing is, we don't want to like completely nerf the shit out of it, but rather just kind of, from my understanding, and I might be wrong, but the intentional mechanic of the red ping is obviously to reveal an enemy position, right? But as us players, we can accustom to different things. The Z ping was more for like observation or gadgets, pinging a thermite charge, or maybe like an IQ pinging that. But I don't think Ubisoft had it in mind that people would be secretly pinging players more. So it's more of like, I wouldn't say a skill issue type of thing, but it's too open-ended right now, I think, is what Z-pings are. So, and then also for grenades from below, you know, a person with drones could be like, hey yo, grenade right here. Hey, there's a guy standing still right here. Pre-fire that. And there's just no enemy, is just Helen Keller at that point. Z-pings just stay the same. I think the state of the game right now with Z-pings is fine. But there's just times where it just laps people. Like I said, I don't want to punish good communication and droning from a team, like good team. I don't want to punish good teamwork, but there's just times where it can't be very strong. So it's more of just a kind of a thing to keep fun. I don't want to completely remove it. I'm not like, I just want to like mostly kind of shed some light on the Z-ping situation, you know what I mean? Because you know, we've been through many seasons where it was very strong at first and it still is strong. It's just kind of a thing that got brushed off, you know? What are these lobbies, bro? It's OP, but on both sides, and encourages droning and utility like Valk and such. And that I know Ubisoft loves. They love, you know, wanting to encourage people to actually play the op for encouraging a certain play style. What the fuck? Yo, Warden was like, yo, let me come make you a drink, bro. Look, he's rushing to the minibar. But in general, what I would do is keep Z-pings exactly how they are in person for every operator. You can ping everything you want. It's just on drones. On drones, it can be very, very strong, and I think instead of trying to make it maybe kind of like tailor it to this, it's better just to take it all the way off of observation game. But maybe I'm just a washed up CL player, and you know, I don't know what I'm yapping about.